Away from that, and senior counsel Ahmednasir has hit back at the Supreme Court over their decision to prohibit him and his illegal team from filing cases before it, citing Ahmednasir's history of making remarks about the institution and its judges. The combative Ahmednasir says he will be moving to the East African Court of Justice at Arusha to seek legal redress against Chief Justice Lady Justice Martha Koome. This comes even as Law Society of Kenya termed the Supreme Court's move as illegal. KTN's senior political affairs reporter Daniel Kariuki has more.
The judiciary is not leaving the limelight anytime soon. Just days after a heated argument over executive and the judiciary wars over corruption. The same corruption war has now set the Supreme Court against the lawyers in the country. Thursday, the Supreme Court prohibited senior advocate Ahmednasir Abdullahi and his legal team from filing cases before it, citing Ahmednasir's history of making disparaging remarks about the institution and its judges. The statement read, and I quote, "You shall have no audience before the court, either by yourself, through an employee of your law firm, or any other person holding brief for you, or acting pursuant to your instructions." End of quote. The Grand Mullah has hit back. On his ex-formerly Twitter account, Ahmednasir says, and I quote, "I have instructed my lawyers to file a petition in the East African Court of Justice at Arusha to seek legal redress against Koome's judicial skullduggery and niggling shenanigans. I will not waste time in going to Koome's corrupt court." End of quote. This comes as the Law Society of Kenya LSK, through their president Eric Theuri, criticized the Supreme Court's decision to bar senior counsel recognized by the LSK from practicing law. The statement read in part, "Every person has a constitutional right to counsel of his choice. The court cannot violate a consumer's right by dictating who should appear before them. The decision has no basis in law, is illegal, irregular, and paints the court as a purveyor of injustice." End of quote. The Judicial Service Commission JSC and the Supreme Court have been at loggerheads for long, with the senior counsel severally accusing the courts of being corrupt, a subject that has been at the center of words between two arms of government, judiciary and executive, where President William Ruto has insisted they are corrupt judicial officers that need to be removed. At one point, the president on his official X handle copied Ahmednasir over the allegations, saying the senior counsel had warned him, "As the corruption in the courts war continue, Kenyans will be keen on the end game of the wars." Daniel Kariuki, KTN News.
Time